Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Career Mode, episode number 49. Now, what we have in store for this one, of course, we continue on with the Amgen Tour of California, as well as the Giro d'Italia. Big races on the calendar. And, of course, Brandon McNulty and Coco Evenepoel are the leaders for this one. And our objective is to get them into, top 5? Top 3? A very high placing. And it's not going to be the easiest thing, especially with an alls category climb. For this one, it's a hard climb. It's tough. It's not going to be an easy day, but we'll see what we can do. Now, meanwhile, of course, we have the Giro going on. My objective for that was to get a stage win or two, and then try to go after points classification, KOM, and we already got a stage win, so we're in great shape there. We'll continue on. But here's the deal. So I mentioned this, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it on this specific series in the last episode or two, that I did recently suffer a loss in the family, and it's been a really difficult week and a half. Emotionally, I'm fine. It's just physically, I'm a bit of a wreck right now. Every day has been very, very long 18 plus hours every day of every week for the last going on about 11 days now. So I'm tired, I'm fatigued. I usually record in the morning after coming home from basketball practice, which I'm coach, and then record off and on throughout the day, helping my wife in the daycare downstairs, and then finish recording by the time we close in the evening. And then normally I'll do my editing of videos and rendering and then get things posted during the evening, just kind of popping in and out of the office to do that. But otherwise, spending the evening relaxing and hanging out with my wife. Well, for one thing, my parents are still staying here. My dad's still in recovery from his surgery, and so we've been helping them out a lot. I did find enough time to go get Christmas tree today, so hey, there's that. We have a tree. It smells really nice, but still have not had time. And it is now late in the evening, the day before that this video is going to be posted. So the video is posted Monday morning. It's late Sunday evening, and I'm recording this one. And I literally have no videos recorded beyond this point. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, nothing. So I'm going day by day and just squeezing in to my schedule and getting things done. I'm still trying to have a life. Friend had a birthday. Their child had their first birthday yesterday, and so we went to the party for that. Still played a soccer game yesterday, and so I've been fortunate enough to find enough time to still experience life, but I've been busy, and I remain busy and not caught up. So what I am doing for this episode is I am going to record straight through, even though I don't think these couple of stages are going to be the most exciting for this, so I do apologize. I'm sorry. I know that you get better quality when I am able to edit things and cut it down and get through more stages. There's more action that way, and I do know that is the preferred viewing option. But circumstances being as they are, again, sorry, this is what you're going to get, at least for this episode. I'm going to try really hard to squeeze in more than just 2 stages if I can, so I'll try to move quickly here. But it is what it is, and we deal, right? That's life, and we continue on. Looks like Mater is my other go-to guy. Yes, he is. And then Mather. Sure. All right. Speed everything up. set everyone to a high speed, which is not the greatest method to go long term, but if you're going to do this and step back and go ×8 speed and maintain that, you got to just deal. So we set them to a level that they can maintain and not suddenly get dropped. We've got 9 riders off the front. They finally come together with an over 4-minute lead already at this point as we roll on through the California farmland. Go through a little town there. I don't know where exactly we are for this stage. Stockton, and heading to Morgan Hill. Okay then. Certainly been to Stockton before. I actually lived in California when I was a kid. It's been a long, long time since then. Both living in California and being a kid part. I surpassed that point this past year, where I've now spent more than half my life as an adult and as a kid, and of course in different countries, definition of who's a kid and who's an adult is handled a little differently. But in the US, we generally refer to that as 18. Most countries, it's a little bit earlier than that. I don't think it's older than that pretty much anywhere. Though many countries do consider 18 adulthood. Certainly not the only one. But definitely one of the more prudish ones. And that's the obvious reason on why we tend to go with 18 as the benchmark and not some younger year. We don't believe in maturity, in the ability to make decisions upon oneself. Alright, well, we're coming up on the halfway point of the stage. Before things get hectic, I'm going to send Mather again to get water, even though we are definitely not out yet. The next landmark is 60k, and we've got 100 to go, so I'm thinking once we get over the OS category climb, depending on who's still there, that will determine who will go back and get water, and we should be inside 60k during that descent. So for now we stay at this long view, but when we get to that OS category climb, that's pretty steep. It's not actually that long. And even though we're only heading to a Category 3 now, here in the San Antonio Valley Road, I think we're close enough that things are going to really pick up all of a sudden. 8 riders left in the break. They lost 1, and their gap is down to 2.5 minutes. And you can already see a little bit of blinking red, which is a bit of a bad sign. But let's set an 85 for now and just hope that everybody kind of hangs on. But if they start drifting back, we'll have to up the effort level. Gonna pull furthest back. Owen, stop drifting, buddy. Alright, we're going to go ×2 speed through here. We already lost 23 riders off the back, but they've been able to make contact again as we hit the base here. But I would imagine we are going to lose quite a few riders, so I'm going to keep trying to go back. Evenipol, I don't want you to get dropped, so we're going to up that tempo for you. It's going to hurt Barta, but Evenipol will be fine getting back up there. Okay, Barta, Mather, Owen, Garfield, all struggling, but we're okay with the other guys. The main 3, Mather kind of okay. The 4th one, if he had protection he'd be fine, but because he's riding solo and not that great of a climber. We're nearly to the top now, but Owen is done. Owen was protecting Mather, so Mather, you're not going to last much longer. Let's... we're about to hit the top too, so Owen, it's a little late for this, but why don't we use your gel? Garfield, I really need to start doing this earlier in climbs for these kind of guys that are struggling. help them get over the top. There is the top. There was only 2 riders left off the front, so there actually was KOM points available, but I'm not worried about that in the slightest. Evenepoel, McNulty, Mater all doing just fine, and we did lose some guys out the back. Ooh, Garfield.
The lead over the pack is dwindling.
Alright, so they did get dropped, but there's a chance that they'll get back on. Mather just starting to recover. He did hang on in the group. He's protecting Gino Mater. And we're actually going to switch this up. There we go. And then you're going to go get water for us, Mater. We are just under 60k, so it's perfect timing. 50 left in the peloton. 2 riders left off the front, and they are split from one another. Boy, the field is really strung out, though, but it's about to bunch back together. There you go. Little uphill swing before we go downhill. Mater returning to the front with water. We've been rejoined by William Barta. And we're going to switch these guys up. Mather's got nothing left. Short climb, though, but I think Mather's going to get dropped. He does. But they regain contact. He's on the back of this group. And now he's been dropped again. Those guys might get back on, though. 39 riders chasing 2. Barta just hanging on, but Mater's fine. Evenepoel's fine. McNulty fine. So very little climbing left to do. They will get there just fine. I've definitely said they're fine a lot today. But I think that's also kind of the message that I've been speaking to recently is, you know, fine. It's fine. We're all fine. Barta riding solo at the moment. Last little sprint point here. Oh, there were seconds there. I might have actually picked up some seconds on that one. Could have picked up some more, but 14k to go to the finish. We've got a 3-man sprint train, and it's all about just maintaining position. We're not going to go for any sort of stage win. There's 39 riders here. Guaranteed somebody is going to be much faster than we are. Trying to get a little solo break from Tim Fellens, and 8k to go. Gonna wait until we get inside 6k to bother doing anything. There we go, traced him down. Okay, 6k to go. Gel. Evenepoel. Hold on, let's get ourselves prepared here. Evenepoel following McNulty, following Mater. Not about sprint speed here, not worried about sprint, but 5.4k to go, so Mater, get out front for us.
There are just 5 kilometers left.
Mater's already 6 minutes, 12 seconds behind, so I'm not worried about his position. 4.5k to go. Just trying to protect these guys, keep them near the front. If we get the opportunity late on, I'll push out 3k. Now it's getting pretty late on here. So 99 for Mater, 2k to go. Okay, Mater, here's your sprint. Oh, McNulty's good, but wait. We lost Evenepoel. We've got a little bit of an edge here. McNulty, I don't know if you can do a full K sprint, but we'll try it. And Evenepoel. No, 900 meters, not quite happening. You're giving chase. Now give your sprint. McNulty, can he get a top 3? I think Alaphilippe's going to get over the top of him. He does. Peter Sagan, Michael Matthews, Jillian Alaphilippe. McNulty takes 4th. Close. No time bonus. Evenepoel takes 13th.
The tail enders are still coming in.
Mater took 29th. 38 riders in the group. Small group finish. That's about what I expected. 40 or so riders I figured would make it through that. And that seems to have been accurate, my estimate there. Though I did not say it verbally, so if you want to call BS on me, by all means, go for it. But that's about what I figured the size of the group to be. Come on now. One solo rider. Where are you? What happened? There he is. Boy, that guy was a long ways behind.
Here are a few of the key moments.
There's the key moment. Such a key moment, they really want to show that photo finish before the finish line. So, Sagan, who is a fan favorite in the US, largely due to his successes at the Amgen Tour of California, where he is so dominant there, does it again. He is the all-time record holder in stage victories for the Amgen Tour of California. I don't know the total, but he is at least 10 wins clear of second place, or something like that anyway. And here's the current standings. Alaphilippe still on top, Schachmann second, Sagan now third, Edmondson, Boscan, Evenepoel in sixth, McNulty eighth. We're still there or thereabouts without any decisive stages yet. Evenepoel does have the under-25s jersey. And we're ninth as a team. Now this should take us to the Giro. Giro stage 4. This one, Hills stage, definitely not for Philipsen, though it's slightly possible. 12k climb, but 2% gradient. And it only gets steep right at the end. Right at the end. So, maybe, just maybe, but I think it's going to hover. It looks like it fluctuates a bit, so you get below 3%, above 3, below 3, above 3. So Hills rating, mountain rating, Hills rating will matter. And that, I think, hurts Philipsen a little too much. Yeah, Hills is 67, mountains is 61, so it's really poor. So he probably won't make it to the end of the stage. And of course, with nobody in contention, we'll be looking for some K1 points. Narvaez in second. Maybe I can go grab 6 points. So that'll be the target for this stage. And again, I will try to go quickly through this stage. As far as stages go, this is not the most exciting of stages. Philipsen might be able to contest the sprint points, at least. Try to pick up some points that way. Looking at Hills guys being the favorites, so Fuglsang, Formolo. Narvaez is level on points at the top. So we've only had these couple of climbs so far. A lot of really strong riders here at the Giro, contesting it this year, but
it was used to fly the peloton to Sicily, allowing the fourth stage to start in Catania. The 181-kilometer route heads south towards Palazzolo Accredie before turning westwards for a finish in Caltagirone. There's hardly a flat kilometer in it, and pretenders for the blue jersey can pick up points on the Pietre Calde and Vizzini climbs. However, they might sit tight and let the baroudeurs have their say. Thursday will be a real mountain stage.
Oh, a real mountain stage? Yeah, maybe we save it for today. Or maybe I send somebody else into it. Like Daniel. Daniel's got a little bit of a hill rating. Let him go steal some points.
It's an attack.
Kadri, protect Philipsen, because if he is there, we'll try to get him there. So we'll focus. Well, we could actually focus on the Hills stage. So Narvaez, we could be riding for the stage instead of the KOM points today. 7 riders off the front, Daniel among them. We'll try to get the points to keep others away from them, even though it would give him the KOM jersey early on. If he gets both victories. But the main point is to keep points away from other riders to keep them available for Narvaez later on, who still has not reached the front, by the way. We want to ride for Phillipson just in case that we can get him there. Dianigi, decent on the hills. Felci, not as good. Brian's terrible, so he's not going to make it. So why don't we turn you into a protecting. Ooms is good. Of course Narvaez is our top guy, so that's why he's the one I'm going for the KOM. So Felci or Ooms. I'm going to go with Ooms protecting Narvaez because Felci also has the mountain rating, in which case he can get through the constant up, down, up, down. But we don't have much of a gap here, guys. Field caught us. Got a gap over the field. Why don't we start working together, guys? Come on now. 40 seconds. 56 seconds. There we go. A minute. Alright, let's speed it up. We'll ride with Daniel's group. The others, they're good to go for now. Now we're starting to slow it down as the gap's opening up. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Out to 4. So with Daniel, we'll try to get the points just to keep him away from others. Gap holding at about 4 minutes. 7 riders in the group. Bacalans, Fabro, Chianti, Ventur, Marengo, and Taylor Finney. Blue jersey is Marengo. He's got the 3 points right now, so he is here in the group. Of course, this is bad for him because tomorrow, apparently, is a big climbing day. Okay, Daniel, get some water. Let's also do that for somebody back here. Oh, Miguel Bryan has fallen.
In the pack, but it doesn't look too serious.
With Balcamalaba and Ciccone.
Falling behind. A team leader is
Relay.
falling behind.
I will send Brian to get water as soon as we get back up into the group. There we go. He regains contact. And cancel that order. Let's go back to protecting Felci. Dianiki. Okay, Dianigi, but since you're back here, go ahead and get water. Alright, so we're with Daniel. Now he's already going up, and this is the climb, 13 kilometers, 2.8% gradient, so there's not much climbing to actually do. We're going through the steepest section right now, and then things really level off. Right at the top of the climb, it gets a little bit tougher. 5K to go, though, to the summit, so we're not going to see that top for a little while. Now, I don't want to give up my turn, so as soon as he goes to peel off, I'm actually going to go effort up 2K to the top. Let's go ahead and attack now. It's a little early, but I don't mind wasting the energy for Daniel. Too early, though. Too early. Bacalans is going to get there first, but we will get there second. At least it's not Marengo. So Bacalans picks up 3 points. Marengo's still on 3, so he doesn't get any. Narvaez has his 3. Daniel has 2. But Marengo got no points at all, so that's good. That's good. It would have been nice if Daniel would have gotten all 3, but I am perfectly content with the points getting spread around a little bit. Bacalans could certainly be a contender for the jersey, though, later on. Oh, how'd you end up at 90? I thought we were down at 50. Alright, well, we're still at 4 minutes. We still have not gotten... Miguel Bryan still hasn't gotten water to Felci or Phillipson. Down to just Felchie now. Come on, Brian. You can do it. It's taken you a very long time to get water. Did a really poor job. And Phillipson and Dianigi have been dropped.
The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
What the heck? How did they get dropped? There was no blinking red anywhere in the team. Oh, because they went back to get water themselves. Oh, yay. Yes, Miguel Bryan, you did your job so poorly that half the team just murdered themselves, and oh, now you got dropped. Come on.
The pack's deficit is being cut back. The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly...
At least get back to these guys, will you? Oh, and we're almost to the sprint points, but 7 riders still out in front, so Phillipson, nothing to contest, and of course he's still way down the order, so... Finally made it back on, but that guy doesn't look like he's coming back. Come on, Brian. Come on, buddy. Through the sprint point, let things level off a little bit. I think he's too far behind now. Pace isn't even that hot, but it's enough. Okay, he has made contact. No energy left. Ugh, come on. Stay there. We'll let him hang out at the back a little bit, see if he can regain some composure, but you can see there's... Oh, Daniel's been caught. Hello. What happened, buddy? They sped up while I was dealing with Miguel Bryan and his poor anything, everything, and he's been dropped. Okay, so we set him to auto. He's done for the day. What a waste, huh? What a waste. Daniel has no water, of course, so let's send him to get some. And he can get everybody else while he's at it. 6 riders still at the front. They have 2 minutes. They came back together, so everybody except Daniel is still there, which means we have nobody to contest those points, but whatever. Whatever. Sorry about that. We're going to go for the stage now. Nothing for the sprint point. Daniel, how you doing with the water? Are you going to make it okay? There you go. He did. And let's set him to something a little more respectable, and let's protect Felchie. Okay, we're down to 3 guys at the front, and it's only a minute ahead. Tempting to try to get Narvaez up there. We'll see how that gap goes. It's 53 seconds now. Blinking red. Let's make sure nobody's going backwards. No, everybody's at the front. Yep. K to go, and they still have a minute, so no, we're not going to catch those 3. Rango's not there. Bacalance wins again, so Bacalance has 6 points. He's going to take the KOM jersey. But nobody else is beyond that 3, so Narvaez is still in good position. Still doing okay. And the last big climb before the one at the end, where we're going to want to sprint train that, go for the stage, is now behind us. Everybody but Miguel Bryan here. We'll see how much recovery we get leading up to it. Just a single rider left off the front. I'm assuming that's Bacalance, but not checking at this point. Not going to take the time to do so. A lot of recovery going on at the moment. More downhill than flat. Not everybody's full strength, but just about. And with 15K to go, we're at the base. So let's do this thing. Sprint train all the way. Phillipson on the rear, though. He's going to get the free toe, because he's the one who really can sprint if we get there. Narvaez will lead him out. Now from there, I don't know. I don't know. We want maybe Felchi. Even though he's not as punchy, he's got that mountain rating. And he's going to last a bit longer. Tianigi. Ooms. Audrey. Daniel. Alright, so Daniel, we're going to set you to... He's actually not even very good hills, so we're going to want to go to a 90 almost right away, which means he's not going to last long, so let's get Godry ready. Daniel to the front, no break, so Daniel is now the front rider in the entire field. We are now hitting the base of the climb, so we're officially on it. Here to the finish. 12K to go. Not much to it until the end, though. And that's why I'm thinking Philipson has at least a chance to still be there. So now, we're going to go from the back, just to keep an eye on everybody else. Daniel will be used up here pretty soon. Let's get Ooms ready. We're going to go a little bit harder with Godry, but only a little. I said we're going to go a little harder. There you go. Okay, so Daniel's done. It'll slide back. Okay, let me see an acceleration here from Kwiatkowski or Quintana. Not really, Sivakov. Ooh, here we go. Big acceleration coming, 7.8K. Godry's already done. Hello. It's not that they're charging hard, it's that my guys are suddenly out of it. So, ooms. Go, 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 go. Godry to Otto.
Only a few riders are capable of following the very fast pace up
Dianigi's not going to last long here. I'm going to have to go straight to Felchi in a moment.
Counter-attack by Adam Yates.
So, oi.
5 kilometers
Dianigi, Otto, Ooms, Otto. Alright, Felchi got us out front. 3K to go, though. Hey! Are you going to do what I told you to do? Narvaez did not go effort up when I told him to. 2.7K to go, and this is where things get serious. Narvaez and Philipson not looking like we're going to contest this one. 22 riders left. We're hanging in there, though. We're hanging in there. 1K to go. So Narvaez... Sprint. Philipson. Egon Bernal, Full Song are going to take the win. Narvaez is going to get a good finish here. I think he might get 5th unless Carapaz does. Carapaz gets 5th. Narvaez gets 6th. Philipson hangs in there to get 12th, but he had nothing left right there at the end. See, Narvaez just had a tiny, tiny sliver left. Well, more than a sliver, but definitely not a solid piece of pie or anything. Small group finish at the end, but of course that means nothing. We're just going for stage wins. I don't think we're going to contest these hills stages. I think we can contest the KOM. I think Narvaez is strong enough to do that, to battle that out. I don't know if he'll win it, but to contest it, be in the top 3 or 4, absolutely. To win stages against Bernal, Fulson, Lopez, Bardet, Carapaz, Formolo, Landa, Mas, Yates, Kwiatkowski? No. No, not quite. He's not going to beat all those guys. But maybe he'll surprise us once. We'll try. We will try. Speed things up. I don't have much time left. We'll have to see what that next stage is, if it's even possible. I think I might have to call it now. Again, so sorry. It's only 2 stages. But I know you understand, so it's okay. Hey, look at that. We almost got to the finish line. We almost got to the photo finish for those highlights. Better, game. Better. For Philipson, I think that was actually worth a few points. So, there's that. there's that. Matters require my... Oh, it's 15th of May. Okay. Preparation of dossiers. There we are. It's time. Alright, so no changes here. Yeah, that was last year. No changes in these. We have 6 additional points to go after riders. We've already got McNulty, Narvaez, and Ooms. Wow, that is not many without team riders, is it? Wait, is that Vashek? As in, like, wasn't Vashek on my team? I get these things confused with so many different playthroughs. I thought we had one more. Did I decide not to re-sign them? Nope, we should have been right there. Hello, Lopez, who's already at 100%. Look at that. These guys all would be happy to join us and would put us over the mark. But if the interest is already 100%, I don't need to put the points in here. I would just need it in the actual, transfer stage. So these guys like me. That could be something, right? Where to go? Where to start? Definitely not with these like 0 to 15% guys. That's completely pointless. We're gonna gain nothing from that. We could go straight to somebody who is 6 points and just try to bring one rider in. I think now we're talking at 3 points for 75s. Kind of like that idea. I mean, right now we're already looking at Ciccone, Van Baarle, Peterson, Lutsenko, and then Yuri Gottwald, who was our young rider we're keeping an eye on. So, Tennyson, classics rider, or puncher in Millard. Decent in the mountains. Definitely a thing. We might add him. Caruso, except that he's 32. That's also the thing. Millard's already 30. Seneschal, really good cobbles. That could help us out. Not bad on hills. Younger, that's 5 points though. Why is he so expensive? Hugh Carthy. I think this could be a yes, please. 78 in the mountains and 76 hills. Oh, that could be a massive boost to our stage racing capabilities. Run away 33, and I'm sure his salary demands are very high. Deplus. Puncher, George Bennett. Oh, Bennett's 30 now in game. What? How did he get so old? Right. Mullen. Well, here's the clear end of this episode now. We're going to use up these points, and we're going to call it an episode. Here we go. A 22-year-old climber who's already 75, who's 78 in the mountains with 74 resistance. Not overly fond of us, but he could get there. He is with EF Education First right now. I don't know if I should go there, though, with that. But look at these guys, right? 10%, 10%, 10, 5, 25. They're all going up. 15, 22, 22. Looks like we're going to get all of these guys where we need them. 100% interest well before. These guys, depending on how much it improves, we might get somebody there. Baarle and Peterson a little better off right now. 15 to 30? I don't know. I don't know if we should start with somebody that low. And maybe we go with, Hugh Carthy, the aforementioned one, who we already know has some quality. Because then we get down to the 74s just like that. But let's see. What is there in the 74s? Maybe there's 2 here. Right? Gorka Izagirre. No, he's 32. Yeah, Hugh Carthy, 30 to 50. I like the 50 to 75 range. I think we can get some quality this way. So let's see if we can get 2 at the price of 3. Bookman. There's 1. And then okay, let's stay in the 50s range. It's okay, I think, if we go after somebody older for a change. Marfrele. Could be. He's balanced. He is balanced. What about... Yeah, no. Case Bowles available. Another sprinter, though. But what's wrong with going with another sprinter? He's a good sprinter. He could be our top lead-out guy ahead of Miguel Bryan. And then, for races that we don't take Phillips into, he's actually capable as our second man. So sure, Case Bull. Alright, there you go. There's our points. We confirm. Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Alright, confirmation of the race calendar. Do not change it. Thank you very much. And yeah, prototype 404 available. Prototype for the 404. Okay, it's been 5 years since the last one. We've got to test it out, but there you go. The 404 on the way. The 808 ended up worse, so hopefully they could do better with the 404. That is going to do it for this episode, though. Again, last time. Sorry. But I appreciate you sticking with me, and we're making progress. And hey, Philipsen, 6th in the World Tour rankings, leading the Continental rankings, and Evenepoel is 3rd there. Super Prestige, Philipsen up to 2nd now, behind Egan Bernal, who's just tearing it up this season. But that is pretty awesome. That is really awesome. And the fact that we're even 12th in the World Tour rankings now, despite being a Continental Pro team. 3rd in the Super Prestige. That's massive. That is pretty epic. That is going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.